Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel, or of course welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, then hello, lovely to meet you. My name is Alex, and if you are new here, make sure you stick around and subscribe. If you're not new and you've been here for a while, then why not make sure that notification bell is switched on just so you're notified of every single time that I upload. Now for today's video, I have a little Revolution review for you. So they recently launched these little like animal forever flawless like dynamic palettes. It was a bit of a random launch. They didn't really like build it up or anything, but one of them is called Animal Magic and the other one is called Animal Ego. So I thought I'd do a little video on these. I'm probably just going to do one palette on one eye and one palette on the other, and let's just get into it. Okay, so this is Animal Ego. This is what the packaging looks like for it. This is what the Animal Ego palette looks like. So this one is more of the brownie and neutral one. And you know what I love about this? Is that there's only 2 shimmers in here and the other 6 are matte shades. So thank you very much, Revolution. And this one is the Animal Magic palette, which has the cow print on it. And this one is, you know, quite funky. Again, only got 2 shimmers in it. And this is like a cute little pastel palette, which is nice and different. Some like purpley pinky kind of shades and also pops of green. These cost £6.99 each. Okay, so that's what both of the palettes look like. They're both cruelty free and vegan as well, just to let you know. Let's get into the swatches. Okay, so this is the Animal Ego palette. I love the colour story of this. This would be a perfect travel friendly, like everyday neutral kind of palette. I love that they've included a dark brown. You've got like a bit of a medium brown, light brown, couple of really light shades, and then we have a couple of bronzy shimmers as well. Would have loved to seen a lighter shimmer in here, just because I feel like these are both going to be too dark for my like inner corner and brow bone, but that is a very pretty palette. And then this is the Animal Magic palette. This is super fun and pretty. I love the shades in here, and we're just going to have some fun creating a look with this, because honestly I don't know where I'm going to go with this, but I love that there's pinks and purples in here, and then you just have this like pop of like, it's like a Tiffany blue shade. It is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so I've actually just primed both my eyes with the Beauty Bay eye base today, because I always use the Rev one, don't I? So we're going to start off with the Animal Ego palette. I think I want to do the funky eye look today, where it's like one shade either side, then the shimmer all the way through the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the dark brown in this palette. Then I'm going to take this shade here, and I'm just gonna blend that at the top. Sorry, I keep burping. I'm gonna blend this at the top of that shade. Then I'm gonna take a tiny little bit of this like kind of peachy shade here and blend this at the very, very top. I'm just taking my original brush and using that to blend the other shades in. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this shimmer here in the palette, and I'm now going to pop that in the middle of my lid. My hand is so ugly right now. It's annoying because I have literally all of them on this hand, and then it's just like 2 from one hand. And then I'm just going to take the shimmer and pop it all through the middle. In the outer corner of my lower lash line, I'm going to take the dark brown again. And then at the front of my lid, I'm going to take this little grey toned matte here, mixed in with a bit of that dark brown. Okay, so that side's pretty much done. I'm not going to touch the inner corner and brow bone, because I'm probably going to use a highlighter for that, just because there's no shimmer in either of the palettes that I would use for that. So this is the little Animal Magic palette. I think I'm going to stick to kind of like the purple pinks. Might see what the mint green looks like in the middle of it. I don't know though. So firstly, I'm going to take the purple. I don't know if this is going to work as well, but we're going to do what we did on the other eye and place this on the inner and outer corner. Okay, next I'm going to take the like pinky purple next to it and I'm going to blend that again on top. And then I'm going to take the lightest pink in the palette. It's actually not the lightest pink. The other one's quite lilac-y based, but you know what I meant. No, do you know what? I think that's going to look super fun. So I'm going to take the mint shimmer in the palette. Oh, love it. And I'm going to do the same thing. Just pop it in the middle of my lid. Okay, now I'm going to take the matte mint in the palette and I'm going to blend that at the outer corner of the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take this very pale shade here and pop that on the inner corner. And then for the inner corners and brow bone, I'm going to go in with the highlighter I use today, which is the Kaleidos highlighter in the shade Ray Rider. I'm just going to pop this, especially my outer corner, because I just hate not having anything there. Okay, so here are my two very different looks. We have a neutral one, we have a fun pastel one. Let me know down below which look is your favourite, like what colour story do you prefer. I'm going to hop off camera quickly. I'm just going to pop some lashes, mascara and lipstick on. Then I'll be right back with my final thoughts. Okay, so I'm back and this is my completed look. So for my lashes, I used my Roxy and Revolution ones. My mascara is the Maybelline Sky High. And my lips are a combination. The Huda Beauty lipstick in the shade Girl Strip. I just recently got rid of a load of lipsticks that I don't use. So it's had a bit of a shuffle around so I can use things that I haven't used in so long. And then my lip gloss is by Beauty Bay. This is in the shade Slippers. Did overdraw my Cupid's Bow shade quite a lot, but oh well, it doesn't matter. So this is my completed look and let me know down below what you think. So what do you prefer? The neutral side or do you prefer the fun pastel side? I would love to know. These palettes are very cute. They're very travel friendly, especially, I mean, you might be into pastels on the everyday. I personally like to wear neutrals when I go out. Like this eye look is honestly something I'd wear on a night out. So to take this little palette with me when you've literally got everything in front of you, and all I'd have to do is just put my highlighter in my inner corner and brow bone. This is a very easy palette to use. I mean, they're both very easy to use. The pastels is not going to be for everybody. It is a very, very light palette, so I feel like that would work really well in conjunction with like a colourful eyeshadow palette, or if you just love pastels, just throw a load of them on your lid. And to be honest with you, like, I think the look that I created is beautiful. Like both sides I absolutely love, and I'm glad I put that mint shimmer in the middle of my lid. The mini neutral palette, if you don't have like a small neutral travel friendly eyeshadow palette, I definitely would recommend that. I think it's very affordable, you've got the perfect shade selection in there, and I think it's a very beautiful palette and I would definitely reach for it again. The pastel eyeshadow palette I think is something I'd use in conjunction with another palette. Pastels are not a shade selection that I use just on their own. I would use pastels to blend out other shades. So I think these are really cute. I absolutely love the packaging of them as well. I love the tin Forever Flawless packaging. It's literally my favourite packaging by Revolution. The colour stories are super pretty. This one is actually something very different for Revolution. Like I don't think they've brought out a pastel eyeshadow palette. Or has my mind just gone blank? So that's really nice to see by Revolution, something a little bit different to what they usually do. This one, they've done loads of neutral palettes, and I bet you've got millions of neutral palettes in your collection. But if you are after a new travel friendly one, this could be a great one to pick up. The quality of these palettes, I must say, I'm actually really impressed with, especially the Pastels palette. Pastels are very, very light, so sometimes it's hard for them to be really pigmented and blendable, but I mean, it worked for me today. The purple I used initially was really nice and pigmented, much more pigmented than I thought it was going to be, and I was very impressed with the other pastels I used today as well. And then the neutrals, all the same, very pigmented, very easy to blend, and these shimmers, stunning. They are absolutely beautiful. This eye look, like, I would generally wear this on a night out. Like, this is absolutely beautiful, and that mint shade, stunning. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. Let me know down below what you think of these little eyeshadow palettes, and of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.